Hey, so let's do a little investigation between Toucan, which is a new sort of screen sharing and video sharing tool for community, and Zoom. And particularly we at Startuplandia, we use Toucan for stand-ups, and we'll talk a little bit about why we use it for stand-ups as we go through this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a browser and I'm going to navigate to Toucan, app.toucan.events. I should already be authenticated. And I don't care about that. So I'm going to create an event. And we'll call this video feedback. Just push enter, it creates it. I'm going to join the event. And then I'm going to be like, hey, Gabrielle, can you join? Here I am in the browser. I'm going to join the event. Did you hear that little blurb? It gives like the sound of the jungle. There's Gabrielle. Here he is coming in now.
Hello.
Hello, Gabrielle, how's it going?
Oh, good.
We're just sort of testing Toucan, and so I am going to screen share. So one of the things that I like about Toucan is that the interface, when you're not sharing or doing anything, is basically empty and clean, and that really helps me focus. And also I really like how at the beginning of this session Toucan plays the little sound of the rainforest, and that might seem simple and trivial, but it actually builds what I begin to think of as a positive neuro-emotional feedback loop. Every time I open this program, the interface is mostly clean, it plays a little sound. It's like very simple, but it helps condition me to have a slightly more positive emotional experience and emotional association to this project. And so I'm just going to demonstrate another thing that's really important, and that is the screen share. Let's go ahead and actually we'll share screen 2, and I'm going to bring up no, I can't share screen 2. I gotta share screen 1 or this won't make any sense. So let's stop this. Let's present. I'm gonna start presenting. So hey, I'm John, I'm talking, I'm presenting. I'm gonna screen share. And I messed that up. I'm totally messing this up, Gabrielle. I want to, here's what I want to do. I want to show, I want to project my desktop number 1 into desktop number 2 so that this screen recording tool will capture it. There we go. That's what I want to see. So this is really important because as an engineer, frequently I have to talk about code with the team. And in this case, all we're looking at is my blog, right? But the interface is the same. And what is really useful about Toucan is that I can effectively see myself, I can effectively see other people, and I can effectively see what people see on my screen. So that's like 3 things that I need to see to know that my point is being communicated effectively. And you might ask yourself, well, how important is this as a communication project? It is crazy important, because if I have 4 or 5 hours of technical communication to do a day, I do not have time to repeat myself, which means I do not have time to wonder what other people see and what they understand, right? Like if I was talking on a whiteboard in a room and I was showing code, I can watch everybody and I can understand what they're hearing from me, and I can guide what they're focusing on, right? Which is really important when you're doing technical screen sharing. I literally need to be like, Gabrielle, so do you think this is a good sentence so that you might better understand if I am one of those interesting people? I've recorded this video. Oh, look, me talking about videos in a blog while I'm recording a video. Isn't that meta? Ha 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 ha. Anyways, my point is that I need laser-like focus on what other people are focused on so that I don't have to repeat myself. Because honestly, talking in shared distributed sort of video environments is slow anyways, and there's no opportunity to repeat yourself twice or 3 times. Like once I have to do that twice during a day, it messes up my focus. And the other thing that I like about Toucan, and very interestingly, I got a lot of feedback from the whole technical team about this. Zoom fails randomly, and for almost the entire month of February and I think some parts of January, Zoom would fail during my screen shares, which is like the worst thing, because it might take me an hour or 2 to prepare to get ourselves into a place where we can have a very meaty, chunky conversation about code, and then Zoom fails and it doesn't even give me feedback that it's failed. Eventually people in the screen share are like, oh, hey, John, you stopped screen sharing. And I mean, I can't have that, which is crazy too, because I don't pay for Toucan, but I do pay for Zoom. So like if you had to like discuss the value delivered by Toucan, since I don't pay for it, the value delivery is insane. Zoom, since I pay for it, the value delivery is like very questionable, and I have literally no positive emotional connection at all to Zoom. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end this. Do you have any other thoughts on that, Gabrielle?
No, I agree with you. Like, Toucan is a great tool, even
I,
compared with Zoom.
I'm going to end this share
I
now.
think it's better.
And Gabrielle, I'm going to end this Toucan, and then I'm going to invite you to a Zoom just to get the flow for what it's like. Later.
Okay, later.
Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Close tabs. Oh, look, all this messy screen stuff. Anyways, so here we are in Zoom. Oh, look, I pushed Command N. I can't even get a new Zoom window. Bring all to the front. I literally have to quit Zoom to get a new Zoom window to pop up, which I just did. Quit Zoom. Okay, now I get a new window. Connecting, hello. Anyways, I'm going to create a new meeting, and I'm going to invite somebody. Inviting Gabrielle via Slack. He gets the message, all that stuff. Gabrielle has entered the waiting room. There's no nice little sounds played. Let's see. Telestream audio capture. Can you hear me, Gabrielle?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if ScreenFlow is capturing this, but I'm just gonna kind of assume it does. So here we are in Zoom. The primary reason I ever used Zoom was that Zoom video quality was better. And this dates back many years, much better than Google Hangouts. So my progression has been Google Hangouts, which is incredibly poor video and audio quality for technical screen sharing. Zoom is okay. Let's share my screen. It's gonna want desktop 1, desktop 2, share. So it's interesting because as you can see, interesting, I have to actually, I'm gonna unshare this because the screen capture's not sharing it. So I'm going to reshare and I'm gonna share this screen. And all we get from Zoom is that little green border that shows that I'm screen sharing, and I get this little overlay of the participants, which is hugely annoying because it takes up screen real estate in an unintuitive manner. And also I have this other little overlay here, which I don't like because again, it's like a tool ribbon that doesn't really integrate well with the rest of the windows inside of my system. And here we have all the same stuff, yada, yada, yada. Gabrielle, hey, is this a good use of a Vimeo link? I don't know, I hope so. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this share and I'm going to say that in general, we like Toucan because it has some small, very subtle ways that it tries to create a more positive emotional experience for us while we're in the video session. And if you think that doesn't matter, I mean, think again. Like if we have to spend 4 hours a day talking inside of a tool, it's like a waiting room for an office. If you have to spend 6 hours a day in there, do you want an old grungy office that has a bunch of hard metal filing cabinets? Or would you like something maybe a little bit softer with rounded, wood and some couches and plants or something? So like that's a huge differentiator. And then quality problems and stability and the ability to monitor ourselves while we project in technical screen sharing sessions just is paramount and really makes Toucan a much, much more effective option for us. Anyways, I'm John Davison, founder of Startuplandia, and this is Gabrielle. Where are you, Gabrielle?
Hey, I'm Gabriel. I'm from Brazil, and I'm a software engineer for Startuplandia.
Sweet. Do you think I'm making any of this up, Gabrielle?
Not really.
Am I capable of making things up?
Yeah, not really. Well, at least I don't think so.
Exactly. I'm a mastermind at making things up because they think I'm incapable of making things up. Spills tea all over himself. Falls down on the ground while talking. Can't drink tea and talk at the same time. Anyways, that's a long video. Hope this was useful for somebody on the internet. Have a great day.